Hello everybody, it's your boy Proftrof. We're back again with another Gigguk video. Okay, this is Winter Anime 2021 in a nutshell. Okay, before we start off, I want to get some things squared out, okay? Like, people on the last couple of Gigguk videos have been complaining. They feel like I'm disrespecting Gigguk because I cannot pronounce his name. Hey, listen, you little shitty idiots. Dumbass motherfuckers, shut the fuck up. I'm not. Listen, I like Gigguk. Gigguk is cool. If I disagree with Gigguk, it doesn't mean that I don't like him. If I cannot pronounce his name, it doesn't mean that I don't like the dude. He's cool, okay? I feel no ill will towards him. He's a cool guy, okay? Just because I don't gobble down his dick every 2 seconds doesn't mean that I don't like the dude. You can disagree with someone and still be friends with them or still like them, you know? So shut the fuck up, bitches.
POV.
That's all I want to say.
Fan in 2020. Well, I'm deep in lockdown, but the season.
Yo, that's Pecora.
I mean, I'm gonna be watching Kaguya. I guess I'll
Respect, brother. That's the Pecora
watch Tower of
OST or
Gods,
whatever they
but
call it.
there
That shit.
isn't really anything else that catches my interest. Oh well.
Oh, you
POV.
stopped it.
You're an anime fan in.
Why did you have Pecora and you're watching
well.
Matsuri?
POV. You're
That's
an
her name,
anime
right?
fan in 2021. What the hell? How is this season so stacked? Attack on Titan? ReZero again? Look at all these sequels! Look at all these
Again.
other shows! How the hell am I gonna
Accurate.
find time to watch all this? Oh well. What the fuck is going on with this season? Where do I even begin? My 2020 Anime of the Year ReZero is finally back to complete its arc. Promised Neverland is returning with more toddlers playing 5D chess. Beastars egging me on to convert to furryism. Slime 2 is hype. So is Log Horizon
Ooh,
3.
Slime
So is
2.
Eurocamp 2. So is 7 Deadly... So is Cells at Work 2. Quince 3. So is Eurocamp 2. So is 7 Deadly...
I remember the times where everyone was hyped up as... Everyone was hyped as a motherfucker for 7 Deadly Sins. God damn, one season. All it took was one... Just like One Punch Man. All it took was one season.
So is Cells at Work
Bam.
2, Quince 2, Non-On-Biori 2, and on top of all of this, we have Attack on Titan final season meeting every high expectation we had and punching straight past them. Fuck everything I said about modern anime classics, we are watching a classic being made right in front of our eyes. And I'm... not going to be talking about any of those. Because on top of all this, we still have the non-sequel shows which by themselves are enough
Ooh,
to match any
they're
of the
finally
seasons
gonna
from
animate
last year.
the
This might
spider
be
thing.
one of the most single-packed season of anime in the history of anime. Is this actually it? Is this where the 2021 redemption arc finally begins?
Hello, I don't want make it all the bed. Like it's
I saw this. I saw what they were doing. Oof. It's a big oof. It's gonna be trash. They did a berserk. They pulled a berserk.
10 miles away. I heard someone.
Anime is doomed.
The thing I see with anime nowadays, yeah, y'all probably know, it's becoming mainstream, which means it's gonna go the usual mainstream way of there being a lot of shit probably soon, and not as much, you know, cool stuff. Because back in the day, if your anime is not good, if it's not amazing, because there was a lot of good animes that got only one season and they did not get any continuations because they just didn't pull that much cash. Nowadays, like, oof, everything's getting animated, even stuff that's it's like, what the fuck. I'm hyped for that though.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome you to the future. For years, we've been pushing the limits of computer technology. As technology evolves, so has our approach
So that's
when it comes
hentai?
to keeping on the cutting edge of animation. Reinventing how people see CG, reinventing the shows that uses it, reinventing anime itself. 5 years ago, we gave you Berserk 2016. 4 years ago, we gave you Berserk 2017. Today, I present to you Berserk 2077. I think we found it, guys. We found the best animated show of 2021. A Apparently, this is an anime coming from a real studio with staff members who've never worked on a single anime before. I'm absolutely shocked. I don't think I'm overstating it when I say that X-Arm may set
It's gonna
new
be trash.
standard of anime
I saw a lot about
send
this.
ripples in the industry.
Alright, listen.
Look at this 3D.
Listen. If you've read the manga is not amazing. Let's be completely fucking honest here. The manga of this thing, it's not amazing. It doesn't blow your mind away. It's ecchi shit. It's decent. It's not bad. It's an ecchi action with a little bit of comedy and some world building. It's not amazing. It's short. It's there. I don't know why.
I haven't seen 3D this clean since Gary's mod was released, which I'm guessing is what it was also animated. The lip flaps have obviously been inspired by dubbed kung fu movies by how accurate they are. They even got my favorite 2000s rock band to do the opening, Slink 183. And on top of all this, you may not even notice, but in some shots, if you look really carefully, you may see that some characters don't even inhabit the same dimension. I've seen a lot of people compare this to PS2 graphics. Don't even
Look at my boy's head. The dude on the right's head.
inhabit the same dimension. I've seen a lot of people compare this to PS2 graphics, and I don't know why people would say something so insulting to PS2 graphics. I'd say this is far more reminiscent of Cyberpunk's stunning visuals, showcasing a futuristic setting and T-posing. The original trailer boldly said, and I quote, "declaring war against all sci-fi series around the world," which, as bold as the claim may be, I think also technically constitutes this as a war crime. Remember this day, gentlemen, as we are witnessing history. This may actually set a new benchmark never before seen in anime. Generations from now, we'll be looking back and saying, remember that time when Attack on Titan Season 4 was airing? Was it really better than X-Arm? You know how sometimes the show is just so weird you have no idea how to describe it, so you're just grasping at
Wonder
straws trying
Egg
to find a point of
Priority.
comparison. I've seen people describe this as a hybrid of about 10 different anime directed by Satoshi Ikuhara Shinkai Ano Yuasa, which just makes it more confusing. And I think they're all missing the point, because clearly, Wonder Egg is just the very first Strand type anime. So this yellow hooded girl has a casual conversation with a cicada before finding it's just the very first Strand type anime. So this yellow hooded girl has a casual conversation with a cicada before finding some egg, seeing a bunch of girls cosplaying hentai censorship, and then having a full-blown argument with some talking toilet paper. The egg then hatches into a girl, and at this point you're just thinking, damn, I want whatever she's on. But as the episode unfolds, you start to get a hint of what this is actually about. We're peering into a glimpse of a damaged, broken psyche, and it's up to us to piece together what really happened. What is this world? What happened to her? Why did her friend jump? It's a cerebral tale of bullying and depression, and out of everything in Winter, this was the one that etched its way deepest into me. I'm not gonna pretend I understood what I watched, but what I will say is that it was the only show I kept thinking about afterwards, and I don't exactly understand why. I had that slight feeling that I was watching something that could blossom into something really special. I still don't know what this is going to be about, but I'm definitely going to stick around to find out if it'll be better than X-Arm.
Hey, I respect him for that. I cannot be watching these depressing shows. They get me real down, okay? I cannot watch those. I just can't. I hate those depressing shows. Hori-san. Oh, this is the piercing dude and the chick with the brother.
I'm in this picture and I don't like it. I'd like to think for the most part that
Yeah, this is good. I've read the manga.
This
is good. It's
but
good.
sometimes there comes along a title that just makes me think
It's
that
very
manga readers live on a
kawaii.
different plane of existence. Horimiya was a highly anticipated manga adaptation that I've never heard anyone mention or talk about prior. So when all the manga readers scurried out of their rocks to exclaim their excitement, I thought it must have a big cult following or something. So I check it out and, it's the 13th most popular manga of all time on Mal. What? From the trailer, I thought it was just going to be a serious love triangle romance drama on the likes of Toradora, but honestly, this is just wholesome as fuck. A rom-com about looking past appearances and never judging a book by its cover. For example, he may look like a straight-edge nerdy student who follows the rules when really he's a secret bad boy with tattoos and piercings. And also, he's fucking hot. And she may look like the pretty, popular girl in school, but nobody knows her little secret that will change the way everyone looks at her. She's a good sister who does chores at home. And she wears her hair in a bun. If that's not gamer enough for you though, we've got bottom tier character Tomoezaki, following the top rated player in definitely not Smash Bros for all you real gamers out there. A true gaming anime about a gamer who's really good at gaming, meeting a gamer girl as they become gamer friends as she teaches him how to win at the biggest game of all, the game of life. And so starts his training.
I was just about to say, you know, it's fake when you see a girl that's good at games. I'm sorry.
As he learns that to be a true pro gamer who wins at everything, he first needs to learn how to lose his virginity. As someone who had zero social skills growing up, this was actually really interesting to me. It's a romantic comedy that breaks down social interactions and gamifies them, and it's a fun watch if you don't take the concepts too seriously. It's a pro gamer learning how to function in society, with a cute anime girl teaching him social skills, personal hygiene, and grooming. Yes, that's right, folks. This is literally the uplifting story of a Smash player discovering deodorant. You know, I feel sorry for any volleyball anime coming straight off the heels of Haikyuu, especially when it's about the bromance of an ace duo starring a genius setter who got pushed out of his previous team because of a bad attitude because, well, it's coming straight off the heels of Haikyuu. Don't think the Haikyuu squad are worrying too much about bullying, depression, and suicide, so if you're looking for a darker edition, definitely keep an eye out for this one.
I was never into these sports.
We got the Cells at Work spin-off, Cells at Work.
Oh my god, I'm black.
I actually enjoyed this more than the original. It was way more interesting to see cells function in an unhealthy body, even if it did make me feel shit in my own lifestyle choices. On the upside though, apparently that means having a white blood cells that gets my cells at work, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, it's Tony Hawk's skateboard. Let's play the shit out of these games.
It's taken this long to get an actual skateboarding anime, and I can't believe the first skateboarding anime is unironically called Skate the Infinity with an 8. God, if you're gonna do that, might as well just go all the way. Bring back the cool S. Say it's PH fat. Because you know what? For all these pretty skater boys, all the girls seem to have said, "See you later, boy." This is coming from the director of Free and Banana Fish, and you can definitely tell that. There are definitely a lot of pretty boys, along with Gene Simmons, you got fucking Lelouch apparently, and our main character is actually Canadian, which I think is great, because we finally get more representation in anime for my favorite country, America.
What is he doing?
That was a joke, Canadians. It was a cheap, stupid joke. I didn't really mean it. I know Canadians are nothing like Americans. You guys are great. Please don't kill me.
No, they're Canadians.
Apologize me to death. Let's see.
Exactly.
What's next?
Why are there children playing in the road? God damn.
Oh yeah, this new isekai this season.
One less, I guess.
What does it look like I'm doing? I'm taking a leak. Look away. Look away!
Oh, come on, man. Write on my book. Look, I hate spiders as much as the next guy, and I don't need some cheap spider propaganda showing up on my timeline, but god damn. This is a cute little spider. I don't care if you give a shit about isekai or not, Ao Yuki absolutely steals this show as a girl reincarnated as a spider. I just watched a hyperactive spider figuring out how to be a spider for 20 minutes and it was entertaining as fuck. Am I about to give best girl to a fucking arachnid? Like,
yes.
Not even a waifu-ized Sigmund Freudian, I want a
In the
fucking
future.
spider, but an actual fucking arachnid? Oh look,
Yes.
it's basically is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon? Except the guy
hidden
is
dungeon
actually
like
picking up
enter.
some girls. We got Suppose the Kid from the last Dungeon Boonies moved to a starter town. This is another one of those isekai-less isekai shows about... Wait, what's this show about again? Oh yeah. I don't know why Gohans insists on continuing the Handshaker's legacy, but they've really
Praetor no
outdone
Kizu.
themselves this time, using a literal green screen explosion effect you can find on YouTube, giving us a masterclass in visual coherency not seen since the likes of X-Arm 5 minutes ago.
All of you better duck, because I'm about to turn left, and I don't want to smack you with my dick.
Remember that one scene from episode 1 of Goblin
Yuki.
Slayer that everyone got super upset and offended over? Have you ever looked at that and thought to yourself, like, what if we made an entire show around that one scene, but just 10 times worse? If you ever needed a reminder that
You mean a hentai? You mean a hentai? There is that out there.
entire show around that one scene, but just 10 times worse.
Now you got me
Ever needed
intrigued
a
though.
reminder that we live in a post-interspecies reviewers Japan? Remember that a real human being was successfully convinced to give Reo of Healer an anime adaptation.
Oh,
The recent
yeah,
edgy
this
has been
shit.
edging its way closer and closer to hentai and interspecies reviewers is right on the line. Reo of Healer is somewhere here. There is no line anymore. It's been fucking obliterated. Episode 2 was just a hentai complete with everyone's favorite messed up tags. The show is literally one ugly bastard away from being a Faku release. There is no pixelated dick, but I don't think that's helping it much. I think this is the first time I've watched an anime and thought to myself, I should probably chill out to something more vanilla after this. How about a bit
What?
of France?
Really? I don't think I've ever felt like that after watching a anime, to be honest. Yeah, I just fucked up.
Anime and thought to myself I should probably chill out to something more vanilla after this. How about a bit of rant, isekai harem monogatari perhaps, maybe even something wholesome like Berserk for some light reading. It's beyond edgy, it's everything people got upset about in Goblin Slayer and Shield Hero multiplied tenfold. It is the prime.
I hate when they do this in anime, when they do this evil laugh of craziness. It is so stupid. I hated that in Akame ga Kill. Everyone did that shit. Why?
It's beyond edgy.
Why?
It's everything people got upset about in Goblin Slayer and Shield Hero multiplied tenfold. It is the prime target to cause an absolute shitstorm online, except this time I don't think anyone's gonna be defending it. So all I can say is, thank God Twitter thinks Attack on Titan CG is more offensive. Mushoku Tensei's light novel is touted as the grandfather of modern isekai and one of the greatest the genre has to offer. So as the seasoned isekai trash man, my expectations were high coming into this, and it somehow met every one of them. It's obvious right from the get-go that this was not influenced by the cliches of other isekai, but is in fact the progenitor of them. They're not just speedrunning the death and reincarnation. Proper time is put into his life growing up and learning about this fantasy world instead of just assuming we know the ropes already. But because of this, there's a level of detail in the world building and magic systems that aren't present or are just glossed over in other isekai. The magic system isn't just control water because this is a fantasy world. There's natural logic and structure behind it. The protagonist is an antisocial otaku, but that doesn't mean he was an otaku who happened to be good-looking, athletic, and just perfectly built to become a hero. He was a fat, stinky, ugly bastard who literally gets introduced jacking it off to hentai. He's the ugly truth of what the usual isekai protagonist should have been. He's flawed, he's hella horny, he's been bullied, he's been traumatized, and this doesn't all just magically disappear because he's been reincarnated into a fantasy world. He doesn't just feel like a typical vehicle for a wish fulfillment protagonist, but an actual character. So even though we are treading on concepts we've seen in so many other isekai before, it somehow feels fresh. Watching this felt like watching The Godfather after years of only watching Gangster Squad. After seeing generations of these concepts being watered down and turned into tropes and cliches, it was surreal to see the actual foundations they were all originally based on. This isn't even mentioning the insane production values that went into this, from the soundtrack to the animation. It can at times feel like a feature film production, and it's probably the best looking anime airing this season. So what is presented here feels like an anomaly. This is an isekai that's reminiscent of all the generic trash isekai I've gorged myself in over the years, but just genuinely feels like a good show without any twists or gimmicks in the formula. Guys, maybe this is the isekai we've been waiting for.
Wait, so is this completely out? I've been waiting for this. I have not checked any dates or anything, so I'm quite curious. If this is out, I'll probably watch it. I've read the light novel, and I always stopped after that one big event. Well, a little bit after that, because I wanted to see if they would ever either make a manga. I was not a big fan of the manga. The art style was not for me, so this looks good though.
How long has it been? How long have those of us in the isekai garbage dump been persecuted, ridiculed, mocked for having trash taste?
What do you mean trash? There's some good isekai out there.
Cheap escapist.
Maybe somewhere.
Fantasy show with yet another bland protagonist only there for our wish fulfillment. But no more, my brothers. The winds are changing. Times are changing. Here, we could have a show, a good show, that can prove to people that maybe, just maybe, it wasn't so bad after all. Maybe there was potential to be seen that no one else could see. Underneath the 100th overpowered protagonist in the 100th fantasy world, copying the 100th RPG. Maybe isekai was never meant to be trash. Maybe it was meant to be beautiful.
Ooh!
Exarm, anime of the season.
It feels great to be an anime
Guys,
fan
hope
again.
you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much this month to Alpha Sigma, Basil, Box, Elifol, Joe Augustine, Mike Elfin, Payne Patchett,
Mike Elfin?
Mike
Like
Elfin,
Elfin
Payne
Late?
Patchett,
Goddamn,
Walter,
brother.
Zob Mondo, Ivido, and everyone else on my Patreon for making this video possible. And yeah, apart from that, I've got no further updates today. That's why I'm not on camera. So I am going to just keep it short and sweet. The season's pretty damn awesome, so I'm going to go back to watching anime for once. So I've been Gigguk, and I'll see you all next
Gigguk.
time.
Hey, that's pretty close to Gigguk. Kinda. Anyway, fuck y'all. Quick thank you to all the patrons and YouTube members. I'll be streaming at 3 o'clock as usual. Playing some Mountain Blade today. Warsworn Conquest. I got some plans. Anyway, Pedro Martinez Camasco, Unit Swastik 5053, Senior Hilton, Lemon Moon, Nike, Dash, Ronic, Nada, James Beyond, Ryuga, Hideki 25, Malcolm Museum, Nicole Girgiev, Shadi, Leroy, and Olivia. Thank you all for the support and have a nice day, everybody. Bye bye.